global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Fairly recently, Atiku Abubakar, who has been going around to get coalition and possible measure to kick out Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government come 2027, has been giving Bola Ahmed Tinubu enough buzz. I'm telling you, but this time around, he's just putting the nail on the head. It's not a case of said you are being witch hunted. The presidency is not being witch hunted based on what he had written. It is nothing but the truth. Let me dive into full details of what Atiku Abubakar, via the office of his aides, have to tell Bola Ahmed Tinubu in a critical time like this. According to the People Democratic Party (PDP) former presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar has charged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to declare a state of emergency on his own disastrous presidency. Atiku said Nigeria is in full-blown state of emergency. In a statement by his spokesperson, Paul Ibe, he said, while Tinubu is in France, Nigeria has fallen into chaos with Plateau State turning into a killing field while Benue State is bleeding. He insisted that Tinubu's so-called working visit is nothing more than a vacation clock in official jargon. In his words, and I read, he said, on April 2nd, 2025, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu flew out to France. Had this absurd announcement come just a day earlier, Nigerians would have dismissed it as an April Fool joke, but sadly, it's no prank, just another insult to a nation pushed to the brink by a presidency that treats its citizens like fool. The official excuse? A so-called walking visit? But Nigerians aren't buying the spine. The presidency scrambled to clarify that it wasn't a medical trip. How noble. But even if it's not medical tourism, what justification is there for gallivanting around Europe while Nigeria bleeds? What kind of leader borrows billions only to blow scar funds on vanity trip abroad? It's not just irresponsible, it's contemptuous. Let the facts speak for themselves. By the time Tinubu struck back from his latest escapade, he will have racked up a staggering 59 days in France since assuming office. See the Paris and die. No, see Paris and abandon your country. While Tinubu dined under chandeliers in the land of good governance, the country he governed is spiraling into chaos. Plateau has turned into a killing field. Over 100 lives lost in relentless attack. Benue is bleeding. Boko Haram is seizing territories, and every single day, Nigerians sink deeper into poverty, insecurity, and despair. This isn't just negligence. It's direction of duty of a catastrophic scale. If Tinubu has even a shred of empathy, he would cut his trip short and return immediately. A leader with an ounce of patriotism wouldn't need to be begged to show up in times of crisis. The Constitution says the security and welfare of the people is the primary purpose of governance, but under Tinubu, that sacred duty has been trashed. Let's be honest. There is absolutely nothing Tinubu is doing in France that he couldn't do in Lagos or even in Irabigi. This so-called walking visit is nothing more than a vacation clock in official jargon. Nigeria is in a full-blown state of emergency, not a contrived political emergency like what Tinubu declared in Rivers for partisan gains. This is a national collapse. So when exactly will Tinubu declare a state of emergency on his own disastrous presidency? I must say this one is hot on Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I think that on a personal note here, I won't consider this to be an attack on the presidency. Nah, not an attack. This is reality setting in. We saw this kind of thing play during the time of the former president who left Nigeria in shackles, who left Nigeria in tears in the hands of these so-called hitmen. And we thought it was because he was a Fulani man, blah blah blah. But now the Southern is in power. Look at what Nigerians are going through. Imagine in just 14 days we have lost as much as 144 people to the hands of those people. And up till today, IGP will come and say, we are going to do this. Those people who did that mayhem in Plateau State, they will know. They will be shocked at what we will do. Up till now, we've not had any single arrest. We've not even heard that those guys have drifted back. Instead, on a daily basis, like this morning, if you check the pages of newspaper, you're going to see more things are happening in Benue State, precisely, Tukbo. I woke up this morning and I saw it and I said, what is going on in our country? And then we're talking about democracy, running after things that are not even there. Now, it didn't take anything for state of emergency to be thrown at Rivers when not even one life was lost. One life was not lost, and there was no anticipation. There were nothing on ground to point a direction that lives were going to be lost. Till today, as we are talking, not one single life is lost in Rivers State. But look at Benue State, Plateau State, Talk about Borno State, Zamfara State. So much is happening in those states. And nothing. Ministry of Solid Mineral, blah, 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 that one man went and stayed there. Up till today, he has not done anything. Now, I don't know, we are yet to hear if funds have started coming in from the natural resources that are in Zamfara State to the coffers of Nigeria. No state of emergency was declared there. And I think that is why Atiku, for me, this statement has nothing to do with witch hunting. This is a serious issue that should cause any presidency to cut short whatever thing he's doing out there in France. We don't care about it. But if he cared so much for Nigeria, there should be immediately a security meeting speedily and things put in place for actions to be taken. Up till today, we've not heard anything. Come on. Why are we in this kind of situation? Now, I've always been saying it. How can we truly define the difference between the current democracy in Nigeria and when the Westerners were in Africa? How can we differentiate it? I'm talking about the difference between our administrations now and, the period of colonialism or new colonialism. There's no difference, because it seems as though people get stuck in that position called leadership position for their selfish personal gain. They don't care what the common man is going through. It's not even government of the people anymore. The elites are the one enjoying themselves. At least the common things of life should be made available to people. And even if for some reasons something happened in the country and the country is in chaos, the president should be back home to correct the abnormalities. But we're not seeing that happen. It breaks the heart. Just imagine a family where the children have stayed away from school, a family where there is a serious chaos, and the father had traveled even when he has been called. He said he's on a walking tour. This walking tour can't be cut short. You can come back home, get the country fixed, return back to France, and nobody will question you. After all, you guys are enjoying Nigerian money. Nobody will even lift a finger. So what is it? What are you going to do there? If it wasn't medical related, what would the president be going down there to do? And his country is on fire, and he's not interested in coming in. I must say that the situation we have found ourselves is quite disturbing. On a daily basis, Boko Haram, Fulani, they are taking over territories. Every day, territories are being taken away. Even in the southwestern part of Nigeria, they are crying for, in Enugu State, they are crying, they are wailing. What is going on? Would we keep our fingers crossed and wait until everything go down the drain? It's a question that every Nigerian needs to put out there to our leaders. These guys don't even care. Now we are approaching 2027. What is now the focus is election. Somebody will sit down and be swearing that he will not allow anybody to take off power, that this other person is doing. In what way? Have you gone down to the street? When you want to look at power, in its reality, it's not for you to sit in your high horse and begin to look at some data presented by people who don't want you to sack them. They'll come and present some documents before you, and you look at it and you feel that you've done right. Come on. If you really want to know the real thing, go down to the streets and you'll be shocked what the people will have to tell you. It's a fact. I can't blame Atiku Abubakar for saying this. But however, I also love him to reach out to his Fulani brothers and let them understand that Nigeria has come to stay. It's a democratic country. No matter what happens, trying to use chaos to tear it down is not the right move in the right direction.